Yo, what is good, everybody? It is the big homie, the Bully King, Grandpappy Play, aka Play All Consoles, back with another stream here on both Twitch and YouTube. Would like to thank everyone for joining me this evening, even if it is a little late. Also, big shout outs, thanks and appreciation to the folks checking the VODs out over on YouTube. Again, much appreciation there. And as always, if you enjoy what you see, would appreciate a like, comment, and subscribe. So, it is almost the weekend, but for some of us, me in particular, it's the start of the weekend. Got tomorrow off in honor of the 4th of July happening on Saturday. My work is off tomorrow, and your boy got off work early today. Reason I'm late is because I actually took a little nap just to rest up a little bit, because we are going to try and finish off the win quest today over on CastleVania Portrait of Ruin, and who knows, maybe we'll get a little bit more done. We'll see. But in the meantime, let's go and jump over to the game and make sure. Okay, wait, let's switch over. Everything's working first. Check all of my dashboards and studios and all that other stuff. Yeah, I got off work early. I got home from work. I did a few things, and I said, I'm gonna take a little nap. I napped a little longer than I planned. Like, slept through an alarm and everything too. I mean, that it happens. All right. So we got everything here. Let's check our quests. I meant to do this. I honestly meant to, because usually when I'm playing this game and I see this quest, Hands of the Clock, I'm thinking I gotta be on at midnight. But I could have done it at noon. I forgot. Alright. Vampire skills. Full potential constitution. 69. Yeah, we might be able to pull it off. I think the con spell is 30. Does that be 99? So Almighty and Great Sage. I think we were working on getting all of these. I think. Excuse me. So, hold on. Let me look at this. We do have a guide, so we are trying to. Why do I have this open twice? Let me see. All right. I basically got to learn all of these. That's what they want. Okay, controller, first and foremost, working. All right, what's after knee strike? We there. Okay. That's where we kind of left off. So we look. We have knife. Let's go. I got the strategy guide out. We can make this a lot easier. We got knife, axe, cross, holy water, Bible, javelin, ricochet rock, which that was the diamond in CastleVania 2. Anyway, boomerang, waka knife, shuriken, yagi shuriken, discus, kunimitsu, kunai, paper airplane, paper airplane, crane pie, crossbow, dart, grenade, steel ball. It doesn't name wrecking ball. Oh, wrecking. Okay, no, wrecking ball is there. It comes out. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Wrecking ball. Why just put wrecking ball before? Okay, never mind. Whatever. Stonewall, offensive form, defensive form, taunt, rampage, knee strike, aura blast. Okay, so we need to go find aura blast. Let's take a look at this. How the fuck do I get it? Well, that doesn't help. Tower of Death. Alright, alright. That makes things easier. Alright, it is... to the right? Alright, hold on. Okay, well, that was okay. But that's not what I want. But while I'm here, that doesn't, no, give me what I want. That don't give me what I want either. Oh, no, stop doing that. Don't do me like that. Okay. So. If I'm looking at this right, which I may not be. It's actually over here? That don't make no sense. Oops. Where's that? Okay. Oh! That right there. That was it. All right. Okay. Now it does make sense because I'm stupid. All right, so that quest is done. So the next quest we got is Charlotte's quest. The Great Sage. He's like, hold on. Nope, okay. There are. I got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 8 spells for her. Come on, man. Just give me the short and dirty part of it. Okay, first, I guess we gotta go talk to Wind. Or not Wind. We gotta go to the shop and buy whatever spells we haven't gotten yet. I think I already bought them all, though. All right, first, okay, while we're here.
You're back. Excellent. I'll make you a deal.
Yeah, you make me a deal, all right, homie. I don't know why it's 5. I don't. Where's record 1 through 4? Yeah, so all of those. So.
Charlotte.
Underwhelming. Underwhelming. That looked pretty cool. Okay. I can see that. I can see that one. That one I can see. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So now, if we look at the guides and we look at the skills, I'm still missing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I hit 7. I didn't mean to. There's still 7 of them I'm missing. I need you guys to put this in order. Alright, let me see. Is no, that's in. Oh, you suck. I don't know. All right, I think this will give me what I need. Okay, so we got Toad Morph, which we have, Owl, Sanctuary, Speed, Berserker. Okay. Armored Fleeman. Hmm? For 9. There's Skies. Okay, that's Hands of the Clock. Okay, I understand that. Heal. Cure Poison. Cure Curse. Ectoplasm. Fleeman, let me write these down. Pen, thank you. All right. So after Tempest, let me make sure I'm still in order. I don't want to be missing shit. Strength, Con, Intelligence, Mind and Luck, All, Gale Force, Rock Riot, Raging Fire, Ice Fang, Thunderbolt. Oh. Spirit of Light. Dark Rift. Tempest. Stone Circle. Together. Okay. Okay. Together is another one. Okay. Ice Needle. Explosion. Chain Lightning. Piercing Beam. Nightmare. Oh my goodness, these are all enemy drops? Alright, alright. Summon Medusa. Acidic Bubbles. Oh my goodness. Glacia. Labelas. Hex. Salamander. Hotus. Thor's Bellow. Dude, these are all drops. Holy shit. Ambitious. Summon Crow. Summon Ghost. Summon Skeleton. Summon Gunman. Skeleton Gunman. That one that one's an easy one to find. All right. I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 monsters I need to repeatedly kill. Alright. I got you, homie. Let me get my stuff back. Alright, the easiest one that I know offhand, straight off the bat, is the I believe it's here. Yo, Mel! Hey! Congratulations on the first. How you doing? How you feeling? How's it going? Happy early weekend. At least it's early weekend for me. Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you stopping on by. Congratulations on your first. Boom. Got you a little shout out. Alright, those are our gunmen. So we're just gonna have to... Okay, hold on. Let's, rare items. Experience, okay. My early weekend is... I got off work early today. I got off work at, like, almost 10 o'clock in the morning. Now, yeah. Paycheck gonna hurt a little bit, but I don't care. I got out of there. And it's a hot day. Man. Got to go and do some chores. I ran around for like an hour and a half going to go buy this, buy that, make sure I'm good. The weekend, unless my boy calls me up for a barbecue, I ain't leaving my crib. Except to do laundry. I gotta do laundry tomorrow. I almost did it today, but I'm like, fuck it. I was out too much today. But other than doing laundry, I ain't leaving the crib for shit. I'm feeling good. That night, I just woke up from a nap. The nap took a little longer than I planned. But yeah, man, I'm feeling damn good right now. Now I just gotta do a little grinding, little game grinding. That's not a bad thing. Don't blame me one. Hey, I'm just saying. All right, we got one. We got our first one.
This moment that he knew he fucked up.
Luke! Oh my goodness. Hey, wait, hold on. I'm gonna give Luke a shout out. Luke, check your Twitter. Your Twitter got hacked, homie. Luke, go and check your Twitter. Your Twitter got hacked. Why are you advertising all kinds of AI tech bro stuff? I didn't have any other way to. You saw that? Okay. I saw it and I was gonna DM you. I'm like, wait, if his Twitter's hacked, he ain't gonna see the DM. So I'm glad you gonna do anything. Reclaim your account, change your password, two-factor authentic. Do whatever you can. It was going on for like an hour. Like I didn't see it right when it happened, but I went out to work or I went out to break one day and I just saw for like a straight hour. All your Twitter posts, something about AI or some shit. I was like, God damn, Luke. I hope you fix it. I hope you get your shit back. But how you doing, young man? Appreciate you being here. You don't have a holiday out there in Finland, so I don't know if well, first, I hope you're on summer break and you're not in school and you're enjoying your time off. I was actually reminded of you yesterday. No. I think it was last week. There is a VTuber out there in Finland who's been pretty popular recently, and it reminded me of you, homie. Young lady named Vera. Very calm, chill young lady. I'm not sure if you heard of her, but it was pretty cool to see another Finland person. All right, I need to. We need to go and hunt down some enemies. We need to go and hunt down a few enemies in particular. Let's see here. Working mostly? Yeah! Adulting sucks, doesn't it, Luke? Own small business? Okay. Camping on the weekends? That's good to hear, Luke. Grass. Mel, I am sorry to hear of your situation. Best I can say is do what's right for you. I mean, I can't give any of that kind of info. I am very fortunate. My mom is for the most part level-headed. She's gonna probably kill me if she hears me say that, but my mom is very level-headed. And if she comes to me for any advice, which she rarely does because she's my mom, but if she does listen to me. She has my sister who lives with her. So between me and my sister, my mom is fairly well protected. She's level-headed. We all make sense in the family, so she doesn't. If there's anything she's gonna fall for, she ain't gonna tell us first. And if she falls for something, she ain't gonna come to us to protect her. That makes sense? Yeah, no, mom's is, look, my mom's is the only person who has a chance of out shit talking me. I'm just gonna put that out there. Let's see, Luke. Hey, Luke, you hear us talking about moms. Treasure your moms. Make sure you and her on the same page. Life will be very easy going forward. That's all I'm saying. All right, let's go find this dude. That seems good. Night, harmony, dissonance, portrait. Okay, where the hell are you? Forgotten City and Nesty View. Okay, let's go to Forgotten City. And I believe I can get to there from here. Where's my drink? You know what? Since I got y'all here, Luke, you're too young to drink, but a toast, cheers, and a kampai to all of y'all. Whoops, I went to the wrong spot. Whoops. Here we go. All right. Oh yeah, Luke, yeah, up in Europe, you guys got a heat wave going on. Nah, hey, yeah, no. Take care of yourself. I mean, we got a little mini heat wave here in the US. And when I say mini, it's only been going on for about a week. I think next week we get a break from it, maybe. But yeah, it's been hot here too. But we have air conditioning. Y'all in Europe, I don't know, man. They got a lower drinking. Okay, drink in moderation, drink responsibly. Mel, there's nothing else you can do. People, your mama grown. She gotta learn. What is 40 degrees Celsius in freedom terms? Hold on, let me look that up. $104. Okay, Luke. Okay, Finland and Sweden have air conditioning. That is fortunate for you because I heard in the UK they are arresting people for putting air conditioning in their house. Or at least that's what I saw on the internet. I don't know how true that is, but if so, that is fucked up. Mel, this is gonna sound sexist as hell. She's a woman and she's older and she's apparently lonely. That's all I can say. It sounds sexist, but that's the only things that make sense. You enjoy a couple of beers and you know what? Toast, cheers, and kampai to you, Luke. Since you are old enough to drink, just like I said, drink responsibly, young man. Don't become an alcoholic. But yeah, the UK, from what I saw on the internet, I don't know how true it. You know how everything on the internet is exaggerated or can be lies. I'm not sure. All I know is the folks that I know in the UK, other streamers, you know, other content creators, it's hot. It's hot as fuck, and they not liking it. That, you know, there was a story on the internet talking about they had a riot at a store for air conditioners. Somewhere else where the government said no, you can't put air conditioners in your. I don't know. And I don't care to know. My air conditioner is running in the other room right now. My electric company is loving me because I'm gonna be paying a hell of a bill at the end of the month. Well, actually, the bill probably already came. I haven't looked in the internet yet. I haven't looked at my email yet. Mel, back to your situation. Again, I can't give you any more advice. You got to do what's good for you. You know, some people are a little too sweet on their parents. Some people are not sweet enough on their parents. That's a situation by situation thing. Again, I haven't ran into excuse me. I have never run into that situation with my moms. I would like to think of my mom's as very level-headed. I'm sure she's ran into stuff where she regretted it later, but it was nothing I had any knowledge of or any experience in, where I could be like, "Mom, don't do that." What? Okay, wait, back up. There's been a few things where my mom asked me something, and I'm like, "No," and she wasn't happy if I said it, but it was nothing major. It wasn't nothing like no man. But then again, if it came to like, my mom's had after her and my dad split up, my mom dated some men, and the only thing I told her is, "Mama, if he messes with you or messes up with you, he gonna go missing." Now my mama, okay, like one of the jokes, and I say joke because I'm not even sure if it's a joke. My mama said that when her and my dad started dating, my dad was 6'2", my mama 5'2", so she a small woman. My daddy was a big guy. She told him if he ever hit her, she would wait for him to fall asleep and pour hot grits on his crotch. As far as I know, my daddy never hit my mama. In fact, I believe my daddy was scared of my mama. For good reason. Everyone should be scared of my mama. So I never had to worry about any man mistreating my mama. But my mom knew that if it ever did happen and she didn't handle it, that person would go missing. Period, point blank in the fucking story. Yeah, no, she grown, Mel, she grown. Luke, talking about you and the air conditioning. I don't know all the ins and outs. I have a wall air conditioning unit, or it's actually a window unit, but they put it in the wall. But I have fans around the place. Like, the air conditioner in the front room where the game systems are does not reach the AC room where I'm at. So I have like 5 fans running to get cool dry air into where I'm sitting right now. So air conditioning is a start. Making it work, that's all ingenuity. Mel, at this point, I'm not going to tell you to not worry about it anymore because she is your mom. It's a family thing. But again, I can't tell you anything else. I don't have the authority to tell you anything else. For lack of a better word, authority. You do what you got to do. And you got to deal with your moms however you got to deal with her. Yo! My mom ain't getting pig butchered. Hold up. You don't talk about my mama. Look, I told you. People go missing, they mess with my mama. Alright? Call me a mama's boy if you want. You go missing. I ain't got to worry about you calling me a mama's boy no more. What up, Storm? Okay, you gotta deal with Melody then. Hold on, let me get Storm a little shout out. All right, y'all. All right, let's see what Luke has. You have 2 air conditioners. Oh, Luke live in a fancy place. one of your father's gaming movie room. See, Pops knows what's up. He's like, I get priority. I get my own goddamn air conditioner. The other one upstairs. All right. Turn into fish. Well, Luke, I do have a swimming pool where I live at. It's an apartment complex. I don't go to it too much because other people are there, but that does work. Ah, that's the pig butchering. Okay. Luke, the hot tub. Look, Luke, we talked about this before. You got the hot tub and the sauna for the winter. During the summer, it's a regular pool or a pool with ice cubes in it. Like I don't look. The one time or one of the times I went to Las Vegas, I stayed at the Hooters Hotel. They had, oh geez, I didn't mean for this to happen. Hold on. Okay, there we go. I went to Vegas. It was like February, so it was still decent. It was cold for Vegas, but it was cool for me because out by Chicago it was snowing. I get to Vegas, it's like, you know, 60, 70 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm like, this. But at night, the pool next to it had a hot tub. Open air hot. I mean, that's as close to a Japanese onsen as I'm going to get unless I go to Japan. So every night that I was in Vegas, I was in the hot tub. At night, I had my backpack where I had my Bluetooth speaker with some music going. I had a flask with a little whiskey in it. Man, I was there the whole night, every night. It was great. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why do I? Hey, yo. Thank you for the biddies. Hold on. Hey, yo, Ryder done showed up today. Let me give a shout out for Hey, yo, Ryder. Even if Hey, yo don't stream, we get a shout out. Where am I? I get this. I get the sound alert before I get the notification. Don't listen to my advice, but as someone just talking with you, if someone runs into the same scam, or if someone runs into multiple scams with the same person, you can't help them. You can't. You can't. You just stand back and wait, and when they fall on their face, you say, "Are you done?" If they done, then you can help them. If they not done, you step back and say, "Keep going then." But no, like I said, you can't do nothing. Let's see. Swimming pools, unless you live somewhere where it's continuously hot, they're a scam. That's what my friend will say. He owns a house. His family likes swimming pools. He knows that you just pour money into them. Yeah, mostly how to use for the win. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me see. Let me catch up with chat. Hold on, I'm trying to catch up. There's Hey Yo Rider. What's up? Episode of Darknet Diaries about that scam a couple years ago, highlighting some dudes that got taken for literally 5 or 6. No, I like what not my. Okay, I was gonna say current mechanic, but he done moved. But the mechanic before him, he got taken in. He actually got me to help him. He was sending money to a girl in Buenos Aires. That's not Brazil? Somewhere in South America. He was sending money to her through Western Union, and Western Union has a limit of how much money you can send. So he asked me if I would send money for him. Now, it wasn't my money, but he basically came to my crib. We drove over to the local Walmart. He handed me $1,000 in cash. $1,000. That's 3 fucking zeros after the comma. Gave me the name and address, or the name and the account number. And I stood in line at a fucking Walmart to send money to some strange girl on the internet that he had talked to. Now, again, Mel, this wasn't my parent, but this was my old mechanic. But I'm not going to tell him nothing. I'm like, okay, you going to find out for yourself. I told him one time, I'm like, dude, this sounds like a scam. No, man, she loves me, this. Okay, well, I'm fine, whatever the fuck. You need me to send money? You're going to give me the money? I'm going to go do this? I ain't nothing coming out of my pocket except gas to drive there. Fine, whatever. Nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me. Luke, my mic cuts out because my Bluetooth antennas suck. Hey, alright, are you going to Anime Expo? Oh shit. Cool. Yeah, Mel, you can't do nothing. Again, like I said, I helped dude out by paying the money that he gave me. Nothing came out of my pocket, and nothing was going to come out of my pocket. Mechanics, no, he, shortly after that, he wasn't my mechanic anymore. And sadly, a few years later, he did pass away, as far as I know. He was a nice guy. Obviously, he was too nice a person. But he ran through a rough patch in his life, and I was trying to help him out. But again, you can only help people out so much. All right, Luke, I appreciate everyone say goodnight to Luke. It is it's after midnight for you, Luke. Go your ass to bed. Luke, thank you so much for coming on through, hanging on out. Appreciate you, homie. Appreciate the... Let's see. Yeah, let's see. Storm, I don't fall for these, but I have known someone who has. And it's sad, but again, if they're a grown-ass adult, you can't tell them shit. You can tell them one time. If they ain't gonna listen, no. Don't, like, if it was my mom, like in Mel's case, with the mom, you're gonna try to help them and tell them a few times. But, again, grown-ass adult, you can only tell them so many times, and they're not gonna listen, It sucks that it's a parent. If it's your mom's, your dad's, whatever, it sucks. But it's the same as other grown-ass adults. You can only tell them so many times. You can't tell them until they have to learn. Is it V? No. Hey, yo, you came in. We were talking. Mel's mom has an internet scammer in her pocket. Mel's upset because Mel can't tell her mom anything about this, which, sorry, Mel, you can't. Yeah, Mel, Mel, you can't do nothing about it. Again, okay, Storm, again, no money came out of my pocket. Dude came to me and said, hey, can you send this money through Western Union? I'm like, dude, I ain't got that money. He's like, no, I got the money. He put the money in my hand. Okay, fine. I'm going to do this for you because he's my mechanic. He's been cool. He had been cool with me for years before that. I'm like, all right. I'm gonna tell you, I think this is a scam. He said, no, 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 it's not a scam. All right, dude, cool, whatever. It's your money, your life, whatever. If it's my mom's, it might go a little differently. But again, my mom's has my sister living with her. My mama ain't going to go and get in no scam. If she's coming close to anything near a scam, before I even hear about it, my sister gonna lock that shit down real quick. Okay? My mama, she can't. My mama's my mom, but if me and my sister start telling her some stuff, she gonna listen to us. My mama raised some strong ass children. We gonna tell her, no, this ain't, happen, not gonna. You better have a good excuse to tell us that we wrong. Because she raised us, she knows we logical as hell. Oh no, Storm, like I said, he's passed away since then. But I told him, I'm like, dude, this is a scam. And he went on and said it wasn't this. And I'm like, all right, dude, I done told you. I done gave you my opinion. So I'm going to be the friend here. God damn it, I told him, I'm going to be the friend. I was the friend first and told you this is wrong. You ignored me. So I'll be the friend and I'll help you out because it ain't costing me nothing. That's the way I handled it. Because he wasn't family. He was only my mechanic, but I always try to take care of my mechanics. So it was like, okay, I warned you. You want to do it anyway? Okay, fine. I'll help you out so you be happy at least. In the meantime. How strong am I? What do you mean strong? Hey, yo, what do you mean by strong? Hey, yeah, Mel, you can't protect her. Yo, no. Grown-ass adults. Alright, I'm looking for, what am I looking for? Oh yeah, Forgotten City. We're going to Forgotten City. That's what we're doing. Today, Storm has issued a new decree. What decree did you issue, Storm? Let's see. Is this where I need to be? No, this is Dark Account. It is officially Yacht Rocks. I don't know what the fuck Yacht Rock Summer. You need to explain this to me, homie. That's 13th Street. We don't need to go. Blast your Toto and Michael McDonald with total impunity. Okay, I can't do that. I live in an apartment. I can't do that. Okay, Forgotten City. This is where I need to be at. Mel, again, you can't do nothing else. It's up to you whether or not to be the safety net when she falls. But that's all you can do is just watch at this point. That's all you can do. If you're going to be done with her, be done with her. Now, if you come back later and said, well, and you change your mind, that's on you. Like, look, Mel, you an adult. I ain't going to give you no advice on this. But if you say one thing now and change it later and then come back complaining, I'm going to be like, I told you so. Because, Pappy, you know how I do. I keep it real and I tell the truth, blunt, straight out. Yacht Rock Summer 80s, this. No, Storm, I'm sorry. No, that doesn't work because a lot of my neighbors are younger. And if you don't play what they like, they're going to complain. Storm, I hate to tell you the reality of the situation, but if you live in an apartment complex and you got neighbors on the other side of these thin-ass walls and you play something they don't like, they will complain. Hey, all righter, Storm talking about some music you probably don't listen to. I do understand now that it's been explained to me, yacht rock summer, but the reality of the situation is, if your neighbors are too close and they not on the same vibe as you, they gonna complain. I'm not trying to get kicked out of my apartment. I've been here 22 years. I ain't trying to get kicked out. Just ask them if they've ever gotten down to this sick ass. Okay, you put a link. There's no links, but the fact that all of my neighbors are younger than me, I can guarantee you they've never heard of a sick ass beat from my generation. Sorry, Storm. That's just how it be with the auto mod. My stream, no, my headphones cut out because I have a very shitty Bluetooth antenna. I need to look up a new one and get it. Look, your boy is a broke ass streamer. All the money I make from the jobby job, I have my 9 to 5. I spend on stuff like rent, bills, food, utilities. So I'm a responsible broke ass streamer. Extra money I spend on equipment for the computer. I need a new Bluetooth antenna. Maybe I'll put it on Throne, but nobody goes to my Throne anyway because Throne's a ripoff. Oh no! Okay. Storm. I keep forgetting that's Warren G, Nate Dogg, Regulate. I know that. I know this. Most people don't know the Michael McDonald version though. I know the song. Storm. I am that old. Okay, hold on. Y'all typing crazy. The OG hits different. Yes, this is true, Storm. Hey, a writer talking about spending 1K at the Anime Expo. Yeah, no, see. This is why I don't go to cons, because 1, I can't afford to take time off from work. 2, I can't afford to take the trip out there. Anime Expo is in LA. My mama lives an hour from LA. I haven't been back to California since 2002. My mom's been out to visit me, but I haven't seen my sister since 2002. Because my sister's too smart to come out to the Midwest. She don't like the weather here. I don't blame her. Yes, Storm, I do know. Found outside of a bar, no better reason to drink than this. Happy 4th of July, Mel. I'm not sure. Found outside of a bar? Okay. You don't know how happy it makes me that you just pulled that shit. Are you talking about me or Mel? Yeah, hey, alright. I live a few hours from Chicago. I can say that much because nobody. That isn't doxing. You want to come find me? Come to the South Side of Chicago. Come find me. Before you find me, someone will find you. I ain't got to worry about it. But trust me, I don't live here because I like it. I live here because I can afford it. Barely. You talking about me? All right, Storm. Let me tell you about me and music. I don't know everything about music, but. Oh shit! I just heard thunder. Oh damn. Storm. I used to be a DJ when I was in high school. One of the greatest things about hip hop music is that they sample a lot of songs. And if you really deep into hip hop, you understand where those samples come from. So I have been exposed to a great deal of music in my time. All right. Mel, you take it easy. Appreciate you coming on through. Thank you for coming. We starting talking about music now. You want to get me started. Storm, have you ever heard of a song called I've Got the ... It is by an artist called Labri Cifre. It is one of the most. No. It is a. It's only been sampled one time in a song, but that song is extremely popular. On the flip side, there's a song by the Ohio Players called "The Funky Worm." Became a West Coast signature sound because of one song. Check those two out. If you know them, you know them. If you don't, go look them up. You got these? No. You got the no. Y'all need to look. Show some respect on the classics. Show some respect. You know what? Hold on. Here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. Cause y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. So here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. Grandpappy's gonna. Oh no. Y'all can't hear it on the stream because that'll get me copyrighted for damn sure. You live on the east side where you got the better fly. You know what? We can argue about that all day long, Storm. First and foremost, though, y'all go listen to that song. I want to say about 5 minutes into the song, 4 or 5. No, yeah, 4 or 5 minutes into the song, you'll understand where that song comes from. And then if you into hip hop. If you into hip hop, hold on. Shut up, YouTube. YouTube, I said shut up. No. Audio Jungle, stop. West Coast music. West Coast hip hop. Gangsta rap. G-Funk. That's all I'm going to say. I done dropped 2 bits of knowledge on y'all. This is where Grandpappy shows Grandpappy status. Y'all listen to those 2 songs. Like I said, that first one, Labra Cifre, y'all gonna know. But I don't know. No, y'all gonna learn something today. Y'all gonna learn something today. Let me go. I'm looking for an armored flea right now. Let me get back to what the hell I was doing. I want to say the armored flea was down here. Y'all gonna learn something today. 2 bits did you bite into? What are you talking about? 2 bits did I bite what? Hey yo, right? What are you talking about? Okay, no, it wasn't here I was supposed to go. Hey, yo, writer, you need to explain yourselves. After you go listen to the music I done put for you. Okay, here we go. No. Storm. Biggie. Look, I like Biggie. I like Jay-Z, Nas, Mobb Deep. I like a lot of East Coast hip hop. But you can't say y'all had the sickest flows. Alright? You can't say unequivocally you had the sickest flows. You come out to the West Coast. We had some motherfuckers that was spitting. Low, bit equals bite, like biting something. I'm still confused. Hey, writer, you still got me confused, homie. All right, so there's the flea here. I need to go somewhere where it's. Yes, I did say 2-bit. I still don't get the bit. Okay, bit equals biting. Fine. But when you said, did you bite into it, or what am I biting into? I get the bit equals bitten. But what are you talking about? I bit in, I was biting, I'm confused. I'm confused, heyo. But thirsty as well. That drink was nice. All right, Storm, you getting technical. We was talking about physically biting with teeth. You're talking about bits and bytes in computer. That two different things. They sound alike, but they two different things. I was trying to follow along with Heyo's logic. Look, motherfucker. No, I know it's a joke. Hey, yo, Ryder, it's cool. I understand it's a joke. I'm playing along. It's all content, man. I could just go back and forth and hit this dude right here. By the way, you don't drive? I'm assuming you said drive, not drove, but drive. I do drive. Why do you keep running away? I know. I need you to still. No, don't run away. Controller. Where's my guide at? What the fuck am I looking for from this guy? Berserker spell, that's what it is. Okay. You talk about public transportation there. That's what we call it out near Chicago. Public trans. Okay. Living in Chicago, public transportation is great. Once you get outside of the city limits, fuck that. You gotta have a car. To get over, I'm probably sure it took a couple hours, especially since everyone is using the same thing. 2 hours? Yeah, exactly. Like from where I live, if I take the Metro, that's the train that runs around the Chicago area, it takes 1.5 to 2 hours to get to Chicago. But if there's an event in Chicago, like the Taste of Chicago, it takes almost 3 hours. And the train be crowded. So yeah, no, hey, yo, Ryder, I totally understand. I totally understand. If anything, I would say taking the Metro, the train, in the Chicago area is better than taking public transportation in California, because California only started doing that like 25 years ago, really? Chicago's been doing it forever. Chicago has the loop, has its the orange line, green line, blue line, orange, green, red, blue. That's the four major ones. Orange and green are south side. Red and blue north to south side. I want to say there's one more train, but that's the elevated trains. That's what they're called in Chicago. And then you have the metro, which goes to the suburbs. There's also the South Shore line, which actually goes into Indiana. But like, that's public trans, and it works very well because they've been doing it forever. You took the orange line and the red. Okay, so you've been close to Midway Airport because the orange line goes that way. Ford City Mall, orange line, or Ford City Mall and Midway is where the orange line goes. The red line, that'll pass from the south side, goes by the Sox station, the Chicago White Sox. It actually goes pretty close to Wrigley Field for the north side, and it goes into the northern suburbs. Now, if you take the blue line goes actually out to O'Hare. I forget where it stops on the south part. Yeah, no. Like I said, I lived in Chicago long enough. I took a lot of those trains frequently. Summon Ghost. I didn't want Summon Ghost. Wait, hold on. Let's back that up. You should be my next. No. Nope. I know how this works now. See, no, they're going to keep giving me this. No, you're not going to do me like this. Hey, no, okay. Hey, if you're asking about the game, I know that there is a pattern to item drops in the game. So now that I have an item dropping, I'm going to make sure I get the item I want and not what they just give me. Oh, you're talking about the trains? Okay, a subway train heading towards Union. That would be either the red line or the blue line. They're called the L trains because they're elevated most everywhere else, but the red and blue line actually go underneath downtown Chicago. The orange line and green line are on the elevated tracks. Why do I keep thinking there's another one? There's another line in Chicago. Why do I not remember it? Red, blue, orange, and green, and there's one more line that runs it. Oh shit! I'm gonna hold on. No, because the way it is that each different line. There's 8 of them. Okay, red line, blue line, brown line. That's the Ravenswood, okay. That was a small one. Purple line. That's the same as damn near the brown line. Goes from Kimball. Pink line? The fuck is the pink line? Yellow line. Okay, the yellow, pink, brown, those lines, those are like tiny lines that are like they run the same spot. So yeah, basically red line, blue line, green line, orange line, and then the other 4 lines are they run up into the northern suburbs and they run the damn same fucking route. Wilmette, Skokie, that's the same fucking route. You don't have a pink line. Again, brown line, that goes to Ravenswood, which is north, runs from Kimball. Okay. Purple line runs to Wilmette. That's basically the same goddamn line. Pink line, 54 Sermon. Okay, that one runs to the south, but that's the same as the red line. And then the yellow line going to Skokie, that's the same fucking line as the brown and the purple line. No, those are the same fucking lines. They just make them run more frequently. Hey, yo, Ryder. I lived in California too. I probably lived in California. I don't know how old you are, but I lived in California for 20 years. Before they had the Metro, what was it, Metrolink? That's what they called it when I left, I think. Which basically connected, different parts of Southern California together. But it's nowhere near as efficient as the L train system in Chicago. That connects fucking 3 goddamn states. Chicago is technically a tri-state city. It connects from Wisconsin to Indiana. And that L train, like I said, that L train, along with the Chicago Transit Authority, CTA buses, you don't even need to own a car in Chicago. That's on the real. I hated it because I hate being in a big crowd of people. Because during busy times, them buses and trains get crowded as fuck. But you don't need a car in the city of Chicago. Outside of the city, you need a car because CTA is within Chicago city limits. Outside of Chicago city limits, you have the PACE bus system, which is horrendous. It sucks ass. I had to take the PACE bus a few times during my time in that area. No. The PACE bus is like, it's like the bus system in California. It sucked. I was about to name which bus system, but that would have doxed where the fuck I grew up in the 805. No, I can actually say because that system runs through the whole 805. I don't know if they still call it this, but during the 80s and 90s, our bus system was called the South Coast Area Transit. Yes, our bus system was SCAT. I didn't even know what SCAT was except for the bus system until I got older. SCAT, SCAT. Imagine that was our bus system. Literally. When I found out what that, like, I found out, I want to say in my early 20s. Because the only time I ever heard the word scat was either the bus system or Scat Man Fat or whatever that musician was. I didn't know the other definition for the word scat until I got older. I don't think the bus system is called that anymore. But knowing that South Coast Area Transit, whoever came up with that name, it was an inside joke. I swear to God. I swear to God. And they didn't tell anybody. Anyway. Host Cheers Combat. I almost got to refill my drink bottle. Alright, we're going back into farming this dude. No, I don't want that. See, this is why we're doing this. No, I don't want that. Oh, jeez. Actually, you know what? I think I need to get... Hold on. Okay, no. Alright, Armor Fleaman. This is what I need to get. I need his number 2. Alright, we'll grab that. We'll go until the next item pops up. That should be the number 2. Hold on, what's Hayo saying? If we're going to X-Skin, you're gonna have to leave before 3 in the morning. Before 3 in the morning? How far do you live from AX? Okay, don't dox yourself. Don't dox yourself. Stop. Let me rephrase that. If it takes you 3 hours to get to downtown LA, holy shit. Like, from where my mom lives, like I said, we live in the 805. That's like, you know, Ventura County. It takes an hour driving. If it takes 3 hours, holy fuck. Or, yeah, no, holy shit. It's 2 hours. Alright, you know what? Taking a train versus driving a car from where my mom lives, it probably would take 2 hours via train because it has all the stops on the way and all that shit. That's more plausible. Like I said, if I hop on a train right now to go to Chicago, it takes me about an hour and a half, 2 hours. If I drive there and there's no traffic and I'm speeding, I can be there in 45 minutes. But we ain't gonna talk about the speeding. We don't need the police listening to it. Yeah, public transportation. Yeah, I understand. Excuse me. But yeah, no, I understand. Public transportation, that's part of the reason why it sucks. Okay, no, that's still item number 1. I don't know where Pico Station is. When you say Union Station, I'm always going to think Union Station in Chicago, which actually has 2 Union Stations. But I think they're connected. But I don't know Pico Station. And, okay, no, it does make sense. They can have an I would never trust an underground subway system in California. Earthquakes. I'm sorry. I would never trust it. Alright. I'm just saying, I lived in California long and I've been through enough earthquakes. No, I'm not being underground. Fuck that. Whoops, I didn't mean to summon her. Pico Station is on Poco Street, Loop, like 5 minutes walk from the convention center. Okay, I don't know enough about LA. As much as I lived in California, trust me, LA was not a place I went to if I didn't have to. I'm sure you understand. Chicago or LA, if you don't have to go there, don't go there. Traffic sucks ass. Okay, I don't care what news, because there was a time when I lived in Chicago, they said the worst traffic jams were not in Los Angeles. They said it was the 8294 exchange going from Illinois to Indiana, which does suck. But it's only like, well, they expanded. Back then it was 3 lanes each side. Now it's like 4 lanes each side, and it does suck. But California, the 805, not 805, the 405 exchange, 405 605, I think it is, exchange is 8 lanes, a parking lot. It's 8 lanes each side, and it's a parking lot like 6 times a day. Man, fuck that. That's why people going, yeah, whenever I had to drive through LA, usually the only time I went to LA is when I was going through it to go to like Tijuana. Because driving down the 101 and then you hit like the 405, no, man, no. The too many fucking cars in California, in LA. All them freeways be fucking parking lots. I've been through it too many goddamn times. Oh, hold on. Yes! We finally got one. We got one. All right, hold on. We was bullshitting all this time. Let me get back to the game part here. All right, I need... Look, y'all all die. Get out of my way. Let's get out of here. Let's get to a... Oh shit, it's not going to show on this list. Hold on, I gotta pull this list up. Parking lots, parking garages, all the same. It's gonna be quite... Yeah, and they're gonna be expensive as fuck. They're all gonna be expensive as fuck. That's something I learned about in Chicago when I moved out of Chicago, and I wanted to go back and visit to hang out with people I knew there. The first time I drove and I tried to find a parking spot downtown, and they were charging like $32 an hour to park your vehicle. I'm like, fuck you guys. No. You go and spend 3 hours in Chicago, that's $100 just to park your vehicle. Fuck that. And I'm sure it's expensive. It's more expensive now. Yeah, public transportation. Yeah, no, I don't blame you. Hey, yo, I do not blame you. If I'm going to Chicago, first and foremost, I'm never going to hang out with someone down. We're never going to meet downtown. If I'm meeting someone downtown, I'm taking the metro. If we're gonna meet anywhere else, we're driving outside of the loop. That's what they call downtown, the loop. Because the L trains, it basically makes a loop there. We going outside the loop where I can actually park somewhere. And then I can't park for too long because in Chicago, if you park on a city street, you gotta have a city sticker, which is, I believe, over $100 now. $100 a year to put a sticker on your car to say that I live in Chicago and I paid to park on the street. Now, fuck that. No, if I go to Chicago, I'm taking the metro. Now I can drive through Chicago, no problem. I stop for an hour, so I'm good. But going into the city and staying there taking the train. Yeah, no, no, gas prices. You know, when I moved from California to Chicago, that was the time where California had the highest gas prices in the country. But somehow, please explain this to me, Chicago took over as the most expensive place to buy gas in the United States over California. How? Someone please explain this to me. Someone please explain this to me. California, with the number of vehicles it has, should be the most expensive place to buy gas. That's high. And number 2 should be New York. LA, New York. Those should be the most expensive places to buy gas. How the fuck did Chicago jump into that fucking that match? Inflation. No, it still should not be Chicago over California. Like New York, I can understand it not being the top because New York has one of the oldest public transportation systems in the United States. So a lot of people depend on it more than traveling by vehicle. I can understand that. Chicago should fall into that same logic because they have like the second oldest public transportation system in the United States. LA doesn't have as great a public transportation system as Chicago or New York. And yet, California is not the most expensive place to buy gas. Chicago is. Why? That makes no sense to me. I have lived in 2 of those 3 places. And that don't make no sense. Alright, I need to stop yelling. My voice is starting to go. I ain't gonna say starting to go, but it's not doing well. Alright, let me look at my spell list. I need to look at my spell list. Alright, Toad, Owl, Sanctuary, Speed Up. Yeah, it's not gonna show me the blank ones, okay. Where's my drink? I'm about to break the seal because, well, no, I'm gonna break the seals. I gotta go get a refill on my drink, and then I'm gonna hit the little streamer's room. That's gonna break the seal, and then I'm gonna be going to the bathroom maybe like 10 minutes. Road work? Okay, yeah, no, we got in the Midwest. Okay, California doesn't have an excuse like the Midwest does. We get snow and cold, and that fucks up every goddamn spring to fall. There's road work. There's a meme online that talks about the little skinny orange cones. In the spring, you see those, and they blossom into the big fat orange fucking. They're not cones, but they're fucking tubs. Every fucking year, because cold and snow and ice fuck the roads up. And then the plow trucks. The roads get fucked up every year. Out here. California doesn't have, Southern California doesn't have that. So they don't have to have road construction as much. Why they do, I don't know. But if you live in the Midwest you live anywhere in the northern part of the United States where it snows, they gotta fix the roads all the goddamn time. Every year. Every fucking year. And they have to. Because like I said, water falls on ground, water freezes, water seeps into the cracks. When it freezes, it expands, it cracks the roads open, and you got potholes everywhere. Potholes in this part of the country suck ass. I'm just saying. All right. Let me get back to check the look. Hey, yo, Ryder. You live in California. Let me tell you, I live there too. They doing that shit basically to just secure their paycheck. They don't gotta check shit really. The only time they gotta check shit is when there's an earthquake. That will fuck up some shit, understandably. But like they don't have to worry about winter time fucking up the roads, the pipes, the ground, any of that. No, they don't have to worry about that. You come out to Chicago, like I said, when the plow trucks are scraping snow off of the ground, all right, that just pulls up chunks of the pavement at a time. Underneath the road. No, I understand that. When the ground freezes and shit shifts around, you got, like I said, pavement breaking up. You got stuff underneath the earth that's just like, contracting and expanding. I don't like it, but I understand why they got to work on the roads all the time out here. It sucks because the where I live at, they've been working on the roads every year for the past 15 fucking years. And probably longer than that. I think maybe I missed a few of them because I didn't drive those particular routes. But where I live at and where I'm going to work for the past 15 years, there's always been some sort of construction on one road or another. And it doesn't matter if it's a city road, a county highway, or the interstate. Something's been worked on for the past 15 years where I have to go to work. That's some bullshit. We got the Berserker. Eye for an eye. Clear skies. Alright, time stop. I need to do the Hands of Clock. We'll probably get that tomorrow off stream. At noon. I'm not going to be up till midnight tonight. So we got Heal. Cure Poison. Cure Curse. Alright, Ectoplasm. Let's go find Ectoplasm. Sandy Grave or Forgotten City. Okay. Hey, y'all. Hey, no, I understand. You phone's on low. I appreciate you coming on through. Appreciate you chatting with me. Enjoy AX, homie. Hope you enjoy all the shows and everything. Appreciate being here. Take pictures. Post that shit on fucking Twitter. I love to see pictures from folks that I actually know going to these places. But no, hey, yo, Ryder, thank you very much. You have a great rest of your evening. Have a great fucking week and happy 4th to you, homie. All right, so we're gonna go to Sandy Grave. That's what we're gonna do. Sandy Grave. Wait. It says Sandy Grave and Forgotten City. I'm in the Forgotten. Okay, hold on. Okay, we're gonna. No. We don't need to. We can do this here. If it's in Forgotten City, we're in Forgotten City. We can. Hold on. Let's do a save real quick. I ain't done much, but I've been chatting a while, so. You done. Okay, whatever. I got cursed. They took all my MP. Alright. So this is where we're going to farm the ectoplasm. Alright. Alright. Shit. No! Alright, the uncro. Okay. Fine, we'll leave that. I do not need Summon Ghost. Okay, you know what? Still. Number 2 is what I want from the ectoplasm. Oh, whoops. I should probably put her back on this. Until his curse goes away. So I get my MP back, and then his... Okay, there we go. Whoops. Alright, wait for the curse to go away. There it is. Summon Ghost. We don't need Summon Ghost. It keeps giving me Summon Ghost. I don't want that. That's what I... Curse. Cure curse. Alright, so we got the next one. Alright. Cure curse. Strength boost. Con boost. Int boost. Mind and luck. All boost. Gale force. Rock Riot, Raging Fire, Ice Fang, Thunderbolt, Spirit of Light, Dark Rift, Tempest. We don't have Stone Circle, so we gotta go find Together. Alright, alright. Forest of Doom. Alright. We're gonna do this, but first and foremost, I need to refill my drink, And while I'm up, I'm gonna go ahead and break the seal, hit the little streamers room. So everyone hold tight. I'll be back in a hot moment. Alright, your boy's back. I don't have no ice cubes in the drink bottle, so you can't hear it, but it is full. So let's go ahead and lubricate the kidneys. Nice, 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 nice. Alright, we're going to go find a do-gether. Do-gether? Do-gether? I don't know. Excuse me. If you thought I was faking drinking, you can hear it there. Hold on. Why is my volume so low? Oh, my headphone's probably too low. Excuse me again. If the volume's low on your end, or if it went down, I got a headphone volume adjustment, so I'm just thinking I hit those when I took off the headset, but if it's low, please let me know. Alright, so we gotta go to the Forest of Doom. Wait a second. Alright, Forest of Doom. Let's get out of here. I'll fuck all y'all up. It's a great thing because right now I'd usually be ending stream because I gotta go to bed. I don't gotta go to work tomorrow. Alright, Forest of Doom. I don't think that's either any of these. This is 13th Street. No, I didn't mean to do. Oh, Jesus. They should give you a confirmation thing. Like, do you want it? Okay. No. This is Front Paradise. I want to say. Yeah. Forest of Doom. It's not going to be this one. I'm pretty sure. Dark Academy, no. Alright, let's, no, get out of here. Alright, Forest of Doom. It's not you. I guess we'll start at the beginning. I don't think it's this one, but no, this is the city one. City of Haze. Okay. So no, this is not where we want to be. I guess since I'm here.
You're back.
Oh, that's the last three. This is what we're working on. Constitution. 16. He needs one more. Actually, hold on. Nope.
You're back.
We're 1 point. 1 point. Alright, screw you. Alright, Force of Doom. I get another level. I should be able to do it. We'll just go in order. Just go in order. You know what? Fuck you. No, that's not it. Is this it? Forest of Doom. All right. Transports to the middle area. All right. Here we go. Middle area. All right. Together. Ah, that's that dude. Oh, monocle, cool. Well, I know who he is now. Just keep fighting him until I get what I want. That's what I was looking for. Alright, what's next on the list? Let's warp out of here first. Warp out and save. All right. So let's go. Okay, we got the stone circle now. Okay, there it is. Ice Needle, Explosion, Chain Lightning, Piercing Beam. We don't have Nightmare. Malachi. So let's go ahead and Forest of Doom! I was just there. Okay. This is the Forest of Doom, right? Yeah. Okay. Forest of Doom. All right, let's go. Can you guys give me a more specific location for this dude? Jeez. Just give me the information I want. You guys are not giving me the information. Okay. I just want to find where the hell this dude is. And you're not. Okay. We gotta go look for him, folks. We gotta go look for him. Google is not being helpful. Stupid AI is not being helpful. Is that a surprise? Oh no, here he is. This is the guy I want. That's the guy I want. Okay, hold on. My drink. All right, homie, you need to come up off your shit. Luckily, none of the other guys give anything. Okay. Yo, Cat! What's good? Congratulations on your 7-stream streak. Hello, man. You missed it. Hey, Yo was here. Mel was here earlier. How you doing? How you feeling? How's it going, homie? Appreciate you being here. I know. Look, we give you a shout out any goddamn way. How you doing, homie? Happy early weekend. If you here in this... Wait, no, Kat, you're not in the States, so you don't have tomorrow off, do you? Most of us in the States have tomorrow off to help celebrate the 4th of July. We have the 3rd off because the 4th of July is on a weekend, but we still get the holiday. So, I appreciate you. I'm on late tonight because I can be. Hope you doing well. I was talking to Hey Yo Writer. Hey Yo Writer was at Anime Expo today, talking about all the travel woes that he has to go through. I hope you are doing well, homie. I know you say you have to work weekends, I believe, right? Which would suck on a holiday weekend. It's Friday. Look, it's Friday for you. It's Thursday, but it's Friday for me. I ain't gotta go to work tomorrow. I gotta make sure to turn off my alarm. I ain't gotta wake up at 4 a.m. It'll be a Friday, but I ain't gotta get up for shit. I gotta do laundry. And I'm gonna try to do laundry because it's supposed to like storm and rain tomorrow. It's supposed to storm and rain all weekend, which sucks. For it being a holiday week. Oh, that's just Google. For being a holiday weekend, most people here in the United States would be barbecuing. They break out the grills. They be putting steaks, chicken, whatever on, burgers, all that shit. But since it's supposed to storm the whole fucking weekend, I believe a lot of my peoples have canceled their plans. Which does suck. But it just means I don't have to go outside. I'm just saying. Okay, your weekends are clear. You live in another part of the world. Excuse me. I'm not trying to dox you. I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember where you said where. Excuse me again. Sorry. You told me before we lived. I forgot. It's best we don't dox you, but you live in another part of the world. Where I live at, it's gonna be hot and rainy, like thunderstorms. I am actually kind of worried I might not be able to stream effectively because sometimes thunderstorms knock out the power where I live. Not often, but sometimes. So, we'll see how streaming goes this weekend. I'm not going to be eating as good as I normally would because usually when all my friends barbecue, I get invites and they tell me come over and pick some food up. I'm like, no, I got to stay home. I've got to stream. No, they're like, shut up. If you don't come pick food up, we're going to come and bring it to you while you're streaming. I'm like, okay, let me go get the food. I got some pretty cool peoples that live around me. I'm just going to say that right now. When my peeps say come get food, okay. I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna argue. I'm a foodie. Alright, we need to kill this Malachi a few times. Your house is usually the first to get thunderstorm. Oh my goodness, dude, do you not have lightning rods around you? Like for real, like, okay, I used to install satellite dishes. That's 15 to 20 pounds of pure metal sitting on someone's roof most of the time. We had to make sure it was grounded so that lightning strikes did not hit. I've been to a place, and this is 20-something years ago, but I had to reinstall a satellite dish. I don't know why these people wanted it back. Someone installed a satellite dish. They didn't ground it properly. Their house got struck by lightning, and the one side of the house was burnt the fuck up because the lightning hit the satellite dish, traveled down the line, which went down the side of the house, burnt all the siding and a lot of the wood off, like the part of the frame of the house, and went into the ground. And they was getting it fixed, and I went out there to reinstall a new satellite dish. I'm like, why would you do this? And they're like, oh, no, we love satellite dishes. It was just the last person sucked at installing. I made sure I like triple grounded that dish. All right. I'm like, no, y'all, if y'all get hit again, because, okay, all of their repairs were paid for by the satellite company because it was not grounded properly. Okay, fine. You guys got a whole new side of your house redone. I would not want to do that, even if someone else was paying for it. But it isn't because Kat, it isn't because it's higher. It's because static electricity gathers, because usually during a storm the wind blows, and wind actually generates a lot of static electricity. And when there's a lot of static electricity charges, that will make it more prone to being struck by lightning. If that makes sense the way I explained it. It being at a higher point, it does make it more susceptible, yes. But usually if you ground it to, like, most houses in the Midwest at least have a ground spike outside of the house buried into the ground, and you ground everything to that so that electrically your whole house, no matter how tall it is, looks as flat as the actual ground. That's if electrically it looks like, I don't want to say on an oscilloscope, but if you look at it measuring it on some kind of device, if your house is not grounded, it spikes up, and that will make it more prone to be getting struck by lightning. But if you're grounded to the actual earth ground, that's what they call it, earth ground, then all of a sudden the spike that your house makes disappears and it looks as flat as the ground around it. It doesn't eliminate lightning strikes, but it reduces it greatly. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? This is why, like, skyscrapers all have a lightning rod on top, because that lightning rod is actually connected to, okay, the lightning rod has a wire that runs from it all the way to a actual lightning rod in the ground. So when a thunderstorm hits, it looks electrically like it's a flat ground piece. Now, it doesn't work all the time, because sometimes if you have a bad thunderstorm, it's going to hit wherever the fuck it wants to. But it does reduce it a lot. It does reduce it a lot. It doesn't reduce it 100%, but it reduces it a lot. So that is why when I was working with satellite, they said always ground everything. And if you don't have a ground spike in the ground next to the house you're installing, cold water pipes actually are grounded as well. So that we grounded to those two things a majority of the time. That's one of those things I learned. Alright, we gotta kill this Malachi a few times. I've, like I said, working with electricity on a few things, I've learned a few things. And I'm glad I learned them. Uh-oh, did I? Yes! 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 Alright, so we got Nightmare. Alright, Nightmare. Summer Medusa we got. Acidic Bubbles? Alright, we gotta go find a new enemy now. Haha! I see the VV emotes. Alright, hold on. We doing the Google thing. The Great Stairway Area. Okay. Alright, so we gotta go back. I summoned something. What are the odds? I mean, the odds! You know what? You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna say that Catzilla made the odds better. Thank you, Cat, for being here. I was able to get another spell I needed. We'll just jump through everything. Alright, so now I need to go to... the Great Array. Okay. This would be the spot. All right. I don't know. I gotta find dude. This is a big area. Okay, got a Morning Star. That's fine. I don't care about you. I need to find this enemy. This is not looking like where I want to be. That's who I need. Okay. I done found him. I done found my target. I need to find... Okay, it's not going to be that way. I done found who I need to fight. Fuck you guys. Alright. It's gonna take a bit, but we're gonna beat this dude. Actually, we're gonna beat this dude a lot. He dies in one hit. But because there's another enemy in the way, this guy. Alright, we got the hot dog, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I need the other item, homies. I need the other item. Quit playing with me. That's what I needed. Okay. We got the next one. We got the next one. All right. Cool. That didn't take as long as I thought it would. That's nice. All right. Acidic bubbles. We got Hex. Salamander. Cotius. Thor's Bellow. Amducius. Okay. So let's go find out where this dude is. It's only in the Nest of Evil? Oh. Alright. God damn it. I didn't want to have to go back there. Where the fuck is this dude? Oh, this. Oh, shit. Well, please tell me you're going to give me what level he's on. Okay. I don't care about all this other information. Where in the Nest of Evil? Hold on, y'all. I'm reading about this. Don't care about that. All right. They're not telling me which level, so we gotta explore. Fastest way out of here is gonna be this way. But I know where approximately to find them. This way. No, sorry, Persephone. Y'all bitches go. Y'all go somewhere. Not worried about y'all. fuck out of here. Alright, to the nest of evil. That's where we gotta go. I gotta I don't like this. Alright, let's save. Alright. It was past the 3rd level. I want to say 4th level is where he first appeared. So, not that one, this one. Is it this guy? Yeah, it is! And I forgot that I need to have... Alright, so... Now that I know where he's at... We're gonna... No, it is gonna be this one. Alright, so here's what we do. We fight until an item drops. In an easier area. And then we just don't fight anything. I know how to work the system now. I know how to work the system. All right. That was actually kind of easy. We got the first item. So. Let's see if this works. If it's not like the second rare item. If it's the second, then I gotta do it more often, but that's okay. Right here. All right. Let's see if this works. Why? Oh, because I still have knee strike equipped. You know what? No. Behave. Boom! Boom! Y'all can't see me, but I got the hands spread. I'm living life right now. All right. So we got Thor's Bellow. I do actually need to get out of this level. But hold on, let me check something. Okay, Thor's Bellow. Summon Crow. Summon Ghost. Summon Skeleton. Summon Gunman. Summon Frog. Wait a second. I should have everything then. I should have everything. Hold on. Let's go back up to the top and go through this list. Where's my drink? I don't have everything because I don't have the one with the clock. That's why. That's why. But if we look, okay, we're gonna check. We're gonna check. We got Toad, Toadmorph, Owlmorph, Sanctuary, Speed Up, Berserker, Eye for an Eye, Clear Skies. Time Stop is the one I'm missing. I need to do the Hands of the Clock. That's going to be at midnight or noon. I don't know if I'll do that tonight, but we're almost there. We got Heal, Cure Poison, Cure Curse, Strength Boost, Con Boost, Int Boost, Mind Boost, Luck Boost, All Boost, Gale Force, Rock Riot, Raging Fire, Ice Fang, Thunderbolt, Spirit of Light, Dark Rift, Tempest, Stone Circle. Whoops, wrong thing. After Stone Circle, we got Ice Needle, Explosion, Chain Lightning, Piercing Bane, Nightmare, Summon Medusa, Acidic Bubbles, Hex, Salamander, Coitus, Thor's Bellow, Summon Crow, Summon Ghost, Summon Skeleton, Summon Gunman, Summon Frog. Alright, so the last one I have has to do with the clock. It has to do with the clock. Alright. Let's get the fuck out of here. And I have to finish this. Okay. Let us just so Alright, we gotta fuck some shit up. Hold on. Alright, I don't gotta be as careful, but I still need to take care, at least until I get through this area with the boss, whoever the boss is. I forget who the boss is. I don't care. It doesn't matter. I done beat it already. I done beat this whole area. I just need to beat the boss. Get done. Let's go ahead. We got more magic. We can heal again. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. Wait, do I have her? MP restoration. Yeah. What's up, mother? All right. Let us Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. But that's fine. It doesn't matter. I can sit here. All the enemies in this screen are dead. So we just wait, get our MP up, and then knock out each screen after this until I can warp back. Yeah. Because, wait, hold on. If we look at the quests, Hands of the Clock, that'll give me the last spell, which completes the Great Sage. Those two are tied together. Now build your strength, I need another level. Which is 2,000? Okay. Or 3,000 to 2990. I get that my constitution should go up at least 1 point for Jonathan. And if it does, if it goes up 1 point, then I can use the spell from Charlotte and I can complete that quest. Oh, we are so there, folks. We are so there. We are so there. Excuse me. So while we wait for the MP to come up, just sippy, drinky. And once all of this is done, the homie Dracula with his hype man Death, we taking him on. May not be tonight, may be tomorrow, but it's happening. It's happening. 100% magic. Let me. All right, let's go do this. Nah, dude, you ain't doing this shit to me. I'm not allowing that. Ooh, level. Oh, that was the level up I needed. His constitution is 70. That was the 1 point. Oh, hell yeah. That was the 1 point I needed. Oh, we're gonna heal up. We're gonna heal up. That was the 1 point I needed. We can chill. I got time. I ain't gotta work tomorrow. I ain't gotta get up at 4 a.m. I just noticed one of them. Hold on. All right. Dude, YouTube is so far behind. Holy shit. It's fine. It's fine. I don't care. It's recording. It's fine. But yeah, buddy. Ooh, I'm feeling pretty damn good. I ain't gonna lie, I'm feeling pretty damn good. Alright, so all the heals are done. Get our MP back. In the meantime, we sip on our frosty cold adult beverage. which does taste good. It's a nice blackberry flavor. Without all the sugary, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. But yeah, time stop is the last one for Charlotte. That's 2 quests in 1. It's 2 quests in 1. I solved the time stop. That's its own quest, but then that fulfills the Charlotte magic quest. So that's 2. And then I believe wait. Hold on. That one there solves her getting the time stop, which also solves the Great Strike. This one is done. We're going as soon as I get out of here. We're gonna go solve that one. Which is now. All right. Let us save. I almost sound like a preacher. Let us pray. Let us save. All right, let's go. Okay, hold on. I remember this area. I gotta sit here and wait. Alright, we should be good. I don't care about the ruler sword. Fuck you guys. Alright, this dude. I have to actually use items on this dude. But I got money. Alright, did he die? Oh, he's gone. Cool. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here! Nice. Okay. Save. Alright. The only thing I need is a time stop, which will happen at midnight, which is 2 hours from now. I'm not gonna sit here for 2 hours. I mean, we've been going for almost 3 hours. So here's what we're gonna do. As much as I would love to do it on stream, here's what we're gonna do. Hold on, let's
You're back.
Oh yeah, okay, hold on.
Charlotte! Jonathan! Charlotte! Jonathan!
You're back.
There we go.
Well done.
All right, that one unlocks that one. So we go say, wait, actually,
I'll make you
Well, bye. Stock, none of them say zero. None of them say zero. Okay, that one, they don't talk, but I got them.
Thank you.
Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. Chat. I'm gonna end stream, but I'm not gonna turn the game off. When it comes midnight, I'm going to unlock this. It won't be on stream. I apologize. But once I do that, that means next stream, it's all Dracula. So, at this point in time, we are going to call it. I appreciate it being here. Let's go. Who is on? We're going to raid down here on the Twitch side. Y'all, bear with me. Let's see who is let me take a look. Let me take a look. Okay. Alright, in about 2 hours. What's that going on? 3 hours. Hold up. I know who to raid. Make sure I got it spelled right. She do have a funny spelling for her name. Alright, we're gonna raid Lady from the TVS crew. Again, I thank everyone for being here. Next time, y'all be safe, stay warm or cool, depending on where you're at. Most of all, stay awesome. I hope to catch y'all here next stream, where I hope to beat this game. Don't forget, Twitter poll is up. Cast your vote for what you want to see me play starting Monday. And until next time, peace.